going to talk about pelvic floor muscles. So our pelvic floor muscles are in the pelvis. They're all this lovely red tissue in here. They're going to connect from the front of the pubic bone back around the tailbone and sacral area. They also connect out to the sides of our sit bones and into our hips. So our hip mobility can play into our pelvic floor. How awesome is that? Their job, well, we have our bladder, our uterus, and our rectum that sit within our pelvis. Their job is to support our organs, meaning they're supposed to hold them in place. Their job is to aid in sexual function, especially these three muscles out here on the front portion of the pelvic floor. We've got these two here that sit kind of like an up-down V. We've got a horizontal muscle here, and we have a figure eight that runs around the rectum, vaginal area, urethra, and up around the clitoris and back down. These guys are our sexual muscles and function, so they should be able to contract and relax during orgasm, and they should not be painful with intercourse. These muscles act as our sump pump, meaning when we breathe with our diaphragm, these muscles, as we inhale, should lengthen. As we blow out, they should recoil back up. So they should move fluid, help with circulation of our abdominal cavity and our system, all right? So they also, since we've got our urethra right here and our rectum right here, they're gonna aid in continence, meaning we shouldn't be peeing our pants, having fecal smearing, or farting at any time, or even queefing when these are functioning well and they're coordinated well. So they should be moving through that full contraction and relaxation. A healthy muscle does. Now, after we have babies, it's really hard for these muscles to function or work well because we have 26 of them. Lots of room for compensation and error, and we see it every day in the clinic. So our job is to really be your guidance on how to improve these, and you'll find more on that in our, how to move your pelvic floor section, because a Kegel is not always the answer, and we really want to teach you more coordination of this tissue. These guys can tighten up with stress and anxiety just the same way any other muscle like in our upper traps do as well. So the more that we can aid in the diaphragmatic breathing, the better, because the diaphragmatic breathing aids in mobility of the pelvic floor. And if a pelvic floor is moving, so are our abdominal organs. So it really is just a beautiful picture. The more these guys function and move better, the more everything else does in our body. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope that gives you a little better understanding of the pelvic floor. And check out our pelvic diaphragm that we have too. Print it out, cut out the openings for the vaginal area and the rectum, and then you can piece them together, and it should give you a little bit more of a visual idea of what's going on down there. If you have any questions, please let me know.